Hi, Dan.
Ciao, Marco.
Ciao, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you
How
so
are you
much for
coping?
taking the time.
No problem. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Din, so I think the password for the season is digital. If you don't have that password, you're not going anywhere. And I think you do have it. And so that's why I think we'll be really interesting to hear your opinion and feedback on those digital fashion weeks. The many brands are going, are adapting to this new digital world. The new wholesalers, more retailers. For brands, it's not news. The digital operations are in your day-to-day already. What's your feedback on this new digital world and with these digital fashion weeks? Have you been able to follow?
Well, yeah. I mean, I actually really enjoyed London. It was different. It was enjoyable because you had so many different activations. You could actually do it in your own time, which was good. Does it beat the real thing, though? Unfortunately not. No chance. But I think they've done a good job on what they needed to achieve from it, and that was interaction and attendance and keeping the industry going, let's say, and keeping London Fashion Week going. I thought they've done a really good job. And
I mean, it was a great challenge for them because obviously, as if for everybody, I guess, for us is to present it to you guys, for you is to buy it in a new way, and for them is, to make it interesting and appealing as seeing the clothes in real time. And have you started buying yet, Dean?
Yeah, so we started buying. We've been buying now for about 2 weeks. Obviously, a lot of where we'd normally started with pre-collection in May. Everything has been pushed back now to June.
Yes.
And July. We're spending budgets and OTBs where, we're not talking about small change anymore. And, we're getting involved. It's all about feeling the fabric, seeing it on, touching it. It's buying it is really a romantic way.
None of that now.
Can't do anything. I'm looking at a screen and it's challenging. It's really challenging. And some brands, let's face it, no one knew that we was going to have to work this way. I think everyone thought maybe we'll come out the other side, we'll be able to do something. And then, the closer it got to May, I think the brands then realised, oh God, we got to do something for this buying calendar. We've got to present something to the buyers so they can buy. And a lot of brands where normally, would allocate in the region of around about 70%, 80% for pre-collection. So a lot of the brands have flipped it. So we're spending 30% now, and then saving it, the bigger proportion, for a main drop, which is very different from how we've bought in the past.
And the main drop, it will also have a later delivery because menswear doesn't really show normally in September. So going 3 months later is going to have an impact on deliveries.
Yeah, but fingers crossed, we can come out the other side of this. What we can do is we can push the sale a little bit further. We don't need to follow suit and have the sale on Black Friday. Let's put the product in the sale when you don't need it, not before you need it. And that's the big thing. And maybe these deliveries will help us achieve that, because they're not delivering the collection so quickly. As we've just seen with spring-summer, product is just coming in for the new season. It's still a little early for winter product to actually go and buy it, but it's better than buying winter product from May, let's say, in terms of the first delivery. So fingers crossed, this could help us.
Yeah, you were saying, sorry, because I missed you there, that is better?
It's better that the deliveries are coming a little bit later, and as long as we can push the sale out the other side. I mean, it's really important that we push the sale out the other side, because otherwise the window of selling becomes even shorter.
And I think, you know, we've been talking a lot also about the rewiring of fashion, and this connects to this because the industry overall has been broken for a while. You know, you guys and have been, as you know, the buying teams have been put to travel multiple times during the year, and from brands and multi-brands, always, you know, on the plane, making sure that we were setting up and serving the market in a schedule that perhaps wasn't necessarily the most efficient overall. And I think, I mean, many think that COVID-19 has been an opportunity to rewire, as we say, but also rethink about the system overall. So do you think going forward, it will be a good solution to just travel once for summer and once for winter, and not necessarily multiple times during the
year? I don't think men's, sitting on a lot of these calls now, I don't think men's was in as bad a position as women's.
Right.
I think we was in a better place in terms of buying. You know, our buying doesn't go right away through the year. The women's team, you know, they always seem to be jumping on a plane to go and buy a collection. At men's, we wasn't as much. I think it's proved to us that we don't need to be traveling so many times. But I do think we need to travel. We must attend a showroom. Digital will get by. The industry will get by. The stores will get by, fingers crossed, and we'll come out the other side. But it's not the same as attending a showroom, buying a collection, seeing it on, and touching the fabric. So, yeah, I think everyone's going to want more balance in their life. I think that's one thing that will really come out of this, balance.
Totally. And perhaps that as a result of it will be more efficiency.
And, you know, it's going to cut costs. It's going to cut overhead. Hopefully the brands will think about how they're going to present a lot more. And some markets, they're not showing all their collections at the same time. They're showing one day, and then you'll skip 2 days, and then they'll show another collection. And then, you know, I'm talking about some of the Asian markets. Maybe they will get together and actually show together and bring it, you know, much closer together, so you can spend, you know, 4 or 5 days there, done, and then come home instead of spending a longer time now.
Thank you, Dean. Yeah, that's. I think that was a very interesting feedback. And for the retail scenario, are the stores opened yet?
Stores are open. Yeah, you know, when the government said that they could open, following all of the rules that we have to.
Yeah, so the new store is still on the pipeline. It's just been.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, and will the new store? I mean, already Brown Cyst was already, you know, many called it the store of the future, because obviously of the digital interactions and having a story that was going beyond clothing and accessories. Is that what we would expect for the new for also the new store to be?
Listen, you know, I'm not going to give the game away, but expect everything. You know, it's the next version, so it's going to be more advanced. It's going to be more interesting. Watch the space. You know, it's just going to be slightly delayed. That's all.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck with the opening of the new store, Dean. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Counting the days until I hug you again.
Yeah. Bear hug.
Thank you, Dean.
And nice one. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you so much.
I am Dean Cook, and this was my Retailers Interview.